Chronomancer, in which case you can take a Ascendancy that makes it 4 seconds. And the damage I take from my deferred damage is over 4 seconds. So I would need twice the amount in order to get it to be equal in terms of the degen. Now that's massive overkill, but something to think about. And, right, one. The bone cage. I am using lockdown to make sure that it definitely snares everything. It doesn't make it do more damage, but it means that I don't die. So I take that, you know. I have barely any dex at all. I literally can only have one dex support, and this is the one I chose. And then I went for Spell Echo because that just means even more snares. With those two in combination, I pretty much can permanently snare even bosses. That's if I'm spamming it. Obviously, that would be kind of stupid during a boss fight because I have better skills to do than that. But, in theory, that's something that I can do. There is a power charge using system on this skill too, which is very fun. I just don't get to use it very often. It makes the skill AoE on the bone shards. I will say this was very rough early, but I think everything is, so after having tried off-beat slams on the wrong type of character, not using all the slams I could use, I can tell you it's better than that. So, I don't really know what's actually good and what's not. But I guess everyone's in that position right now. I do think that the opportunity cost of respeccing is far too high at the moment, though. Time to get the notepad, lol. Makes sense. There are probably better supports you could use, but I do quite like Spell Echo. Early game, I used the Chaos skills, ED Contagion. Because they just help my clear immensely. I'm still using them a little bit, but it's quite rare now. Situations like this is useful. I can just go boom. And then slowly like kill the ads with dots and stuff. And then it gets spread to the boss again, and I'm doing a little bit of dot damage on the boss. It's not that good though, so. If you're spec'd into Essence Drain Contagion, I imagine it's pretty strong. Because you have quite a lot of things, like you can do power charge generation and all sorts of fun things. Still only at 11. I'm surprised we're only at level 11 on the skills. I'd love to do a minion build at some point. I want to try it out. I want to try like a... Wait, did that say bomber? Arsonist, okay. That can detonate other minions on command. Oh my god. Okay, that's fun. Oh, I definitely want to do that at some point. One thing I'm doing that's a little overkill that might help my damage a lot if I change is I I've got like armor pen, like armor break on my Bone Storm, but I've also got armor break on my crits naturally. So those two together might be a bit overkill, but as of right now, it's quite useful.
The roots here have a
Unearth was quite good early as well, but it really dropped off when I didn't scale minions at all. Now I just use it as a little bit of a meme. Meme. Still only level 11 on the uncut skill gems. When's the next like tier of skill? 13. Then we get Skelly Brute, Cleric, and Spirit Soul Offering. Ooh. Why does it have to be a skeleton? I'm trying to use... So I've got sort of Bone Offering here, right? Doesn't work. Not with unearthed skeletons. That's a shame. I think the offering skills are going to be very good for a kind of hybrid minion spell build. I think that this game definitely has more room for a minion hybrid spell build than Path of Exile 1 did. Because there are so many overlapping things. A lot of support gems that support it as well. They just don't quite work with what I'm doing because I'm too heavily focused on spells. You do have to be like equally committed to both, which is a bit... It's like the attribute system in this game. If you want to do a hybrid build, you have to equally commit. And it's a bit rough. There does one little warning about Bone Cage, by the way. It does seem to have an inner circle that it sometimes doesn't work in. But it's not consistent, so that might be a bit annoying for some people. Normally with Echo, because of the like lingering effect of Bone Cage, it's normally fine. As long as you're positioning alright, and it does seem to most of the time work either way. But I don't know if that's intended. It feels like the intended effect is that it doesn't hit enemies that are in the center of it. Yeah, there you go, like that. That was pretty consistent. I guess some enemies' hitboxes are just bigger, so you can hit them anyway. Because of the lingering, it can catch enemies that are following you like that. I wonder if the linger has duration tag on it. Probably not, because it's probably not like an actual duration-based effect. It's just like it's sort of there for a second, you know? That would be my guess. Wait, have we done everything in this area? Am I an idiot? We haven't found the waypoint yet, so this is actually important to keep searching around. The waypoint is quite useful, because that will save us time later. Do 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 do. There's the checkpoint, but where's the waypoint? It must be south. Ah, there it is.
Well, well. Who is this that adorns the tree of souls? What happened here? This shape. There is a battle. Renly will know. I'll wait here. The old man.
Okay. Oh wait, we didn't do the witch hut apparently. Interesting. Let's go do the witch hut, whatever that is. I thought that was the witch hut though. Is that not the witch hut? I feel like that's the witch hut. We'll explore some more just in case it isn't. I'll be intrigued to see. Yeah, ED Contagion just isn't really worth the time investment anymore. Except on really specific scenarios. I guess it's useful for those scenarios though, because like if there's a lot of smaller enemies, I just want to like proliferate a curse through. It's nice. Uncut support level 2. When do we hit level 3, I wonder? I'm pretty sure we went... I'm pretty sure that's the witch's hut. We haven't done Rust King this time round. Is he worth doing stuff? Secrets in the dark. Search the red veil. What do we get for secrets in the dark? Doesn't really tell us. I still like the Bloom Serpents, but the area they appear in later is much cooler, like in terms of fitting their aesthetic. That looks so cool. When it works, it works. Okay, so here's an area where... Oh, fuck me. Ah, we died. That was bad. We should not have... When we touched that, we should have just immediately got the fuck out of there. That was our mistake. Touch. Ah, okay. You probably need to use multiple fire skills. Not just Flame Wall. And Flame Wall's more of a supporting fire skill, right? So you like use that and then you fireball through it or something, right? Yeah, but you can't really just use one skill. That doesn't really work. If you're having trouble with keeping them alive, then you could try a really fast casting. What's the word? A really fast casting fire spell. I don't know if there are any, but are there any like rapid fire ones? You could put like faster casting, spell echo, that sort of stuff on it. You can automate SRS. That's fun. I'm assuming that's later though. So the end of Act 2 is where we're talking about. If you can automate SRS at that point, then that's good. Maybe that would work. But if TA knows more about it, then I'm sure he'd be able to tell you more. I don't really know, though. I'm just guessing based on my very vague understanding of the skill. Oh, level 12. Huge. Boom. Right. Level 12 Bone Storm. Oh, yeah. Look at the damage increase. That's not nothing. Bone Storm's really good because it triggers extra damage as well. Pretty sure it's early. Oh, nice. So there might be some supports or some interactions that you need to kind of work out for it to work for well. The issue is I haven't tried it myself, so I don't really know, unfortunately. I'm sure I will try it at some point, though. I love the idea of a hybrid minion caster build. Ah, Gazzy does love his minions. I think vibes-wise, I tend to gel more with Alamage, though. Though I don't watch either of them very much. Plus, I'm not watching anyone really at the moment with the new game because I want to try and like figure stuff out on my own. Yeah, we still get some use out of ED Contagion, eh? Nice little spread damage. It's not the worst. Huge. Right. I do want some more strength. I could unspec that point, honestly, just to go for recoup. I don't know, though. So we're missing quite a chunk of bleed chance. But I'd kind of rather the crit stuff. I could take all of it, but that's a bit overkill, I think. We'll take the generic creep. I do need to keep my health going up. Because at the moment it's a bit rough. I'm not doing great at doing this, but if you are doing anything to do with Essence Drain Contagion for anyone out there, I tend to find it's easier to just Essence Drain one enemy. Sorry, Contagion one enemy. And then kill that enemy to make sure everything is affected by Contagion before Essence Draining. Because the aiming of Essence Drain is awful. Oh, don't you dare. Ooh, that's good. Can we get rid of some clutter? There we are. Very nice. See, like, look, that enemy was in the way of it, even though it really wasn't most of the time there. And also, Essence Drain is pretty janky to aim itself. Okay, there we are. And now that should be everything affected. And now we'll slowly kill everything. Fuck me. This area is rough with all damage shocks on every enemy in the known universe here. Yeah, it's rough. I guess that would make Bone Cage very good for you as well then, yeah, if you go for the extra CC on it. And then you need another skill to, like, try and focus one target down. Because Essence Drain Contagion is fantastic for slowly killing a giant group of enemies. But if you need to start the chain off, you have to have something else first. So maybe the Chaos skill from the Wand, if you have that would be solid. Maybe you could go for Bone Storm. I don't recommend it if you're trying to scale your Chaos damage more than I am. Because I was doing it the other way around, and it made the Chaos skills feel really rough. So you'd probably have a bad time with the Fizz skills if you're having that. But you can still use Bone Cage as a pure CC alternative. That's probably better, honestly. Reduced charges used is better than increased charges. I should also definitely keep that momentary. Should really go put some stuff away. Chapel. What's that? Sorry. Chaos Bolt. Yeah. The skills that you get from wands and stuff are pretty good.
Yes?
So I occasionally use Bone Blast, for example.
These are just some odds and ends of mine.
That is a wand base that I wish to have.
Oh, I like this goodbye.
Right, let's go get our baubles. Tonk. Is it Tonk? You don't let us do that. That's sad. I am upset.
Hello.
Fine. Be that way, game.
Stay safe.
We don't have an idea yet still. It's not going to be that. Okay, we're good.
Goodbye.
Right, so you... This is huge. That is an enormous, enormous upgrade if we can turn this into something good.
Helps.
Absolutely enormous. Please augmentation this into something good. Fuck, why is that tier 1? I think it's worth keeping. Is it worth regaling? Fuck. I think it's still better. Embarrassingly, I think this is still better. 30, 40, so they have 50 something, but without the crit chance. And 1 level less on Bone Blast. That's embarrassing that this is better. But what's better's better. So Bone Blast 322 goes to, without any supports, 553. does the DPS go down when I... Because the DPS per hit goes down, but it's overlapping 3 times. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. I was supremely confused for a moment. Okay, it'll do, it'll do. We'll probably get an Exalted Orb at some point and slam that in. It's fine. I kind of wanted better than that, but we'll live. Anything else we can buy here? Not really. That's a really good scepter with Firebolt in it too. Damn. Hey Hive, have you been enjoying Path of Exile? Doing these. I'm in Act 1, definitely. Don't worry about it. We're in Act 4, basically. Yeah, it's been good. A few issues, but we're doing fine with it. Gotta keep pushing through. I was in a really bad spot before I had any of my damage nodes on the tree, because my first, like, 10, 15 levels plus, well, until, like, level 20-something, I didn't have a single damage node on the tree that was relevant to my build. Because my damage nodes were super far away. So that was a real rough start. We didn't have any tank either, for the record. We were just there, doing nothing. But once we got our stuff, we were doing alright. Now we're pretty hard to kill, generally speaking, because Blood Mage. Rusted chest. That means there's a rust thing nearby, right?
You're not going anywhere.
What have you been up to on your build? What have you chosen to start with? Oh, there it is. I was thinking it should be around here. So this is going to be the boss. So we're probably going to get our asses handed to us here. I remember this guy being a bit rough on my other character. It was pretty much free on my first time through on this guy, though. Looks like it's going to be similar experiences this time, too. Okay, there we are. ED Contagion's going. That'll live a little bit. That'll kill everything slowly. Drain everything out in the area. I wasn't paying attention to where that was. I honestly wouldn't mind if that sort of attack just straight killed me, because that's me not paying attention there. Thankfully, we're tanky enough for that not to be the case.